Just when it looked like Youssef Chermiti had become one of the untouchables in Danny Roll's Rangers project, a shock transfer twist has emerged from Turkey. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. According to reports, Turkish giants Besiktas are preparing to open negotiations with Rangers over a move for the 22-year-old striker. However, it's the proposed structure of the deal that is likely to raise eyebrows among the Ibrox faithful. Rather than testing Rangers' resolve with a permanent offer, Besiktas are reportedly hoping to land Chermiti on loan, allowing them to assess whether he fits their system before committing to a long-term transfer. The Super League side are actively strengthening their squad as they look to mount a serious title challenge next season, and they've identified the Rangers forward as their preferred option to bolster their attack alongside Hyeon-gyu. It's easy to see why Chermiti has caught their attention. The Portuguese striker possesses the physical attributes that many clubs across Europe crave. His strength, aerial ability, and raw potential have reportedly impressed the Besiktas hierarchy, who believe he perfectly fits the profile they're looking for. But from a Rangers perspective, this is where the story takes a dramatic turn. A loan move simply makes little sense for the Glasgow Giants. Only months ago, questions were being asked about whether Chermiti could justify the significant investment Rangers made when they brought him to Ibrox from Everton. Fast forward to now, and the striker has completely transformed the narrative surrounding his future. His end-of-season form was nothing short of sensational. 2 hat-tricks, including a spectacular volley against Falkirk, showcased a player growing in confidence and beginning to fulfill the enormous potential that convinced Rangers to spend £8 million on him in the first place. More importantly, Rangers aren't dealing with a player who has reached his ceiling. They're dealing with a 22-year-old whose value appears to be rising with every passing month. That's why the latest reports feel so surprising. Allowing Chermiti to leave on loan would mean Rangers absorbing all the risk and investment, while another club benefits from his continued development. For a player who has finally found momentum and established himself as a genuine attacking weapon, it would be a puzzling decision at a time when Danny Roll is looking to build a squad capable of returning Rangers to the top. And there's another key detail that shouldn't be ignored. Rangers reportedly rejected a staggering £13 million bid from Fenerbahce during the January transfer window, less than 6 months after signing Chermiti. That decision alone highlights just how highly the club rate the striker and how confident they are in his long-term value, which makes Besiktas' proposed loan formula feel even more unrealistic. Rangers invested heavily in a project. That project is now beginning to deliver results. With Chermiti's stock rising rapidly and his best years still ahead of him, it would take something extraordinary to convince Rangers to sanction any kind of exit this summer. For now, this is definitely a situation Rangers fans will want to keep a very close eye on. Whether Besiktas' interest develops into a serious pursuit remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, Rangers hold all the cards in this situation. After investing heavily in Youssef Chermiti and finally seeing the striker explode into life at Ibrox, there is little reason for the club to entertain a loan proposal that offers minimal benefit. With his value climbing, his performances improving, and Danny Roll building for the future, Chermiti looks far more likely to be a key part of Rangers' plans than a player heading for the exit door. Unless Besiktas return with an offer too good to ignore, this is a transfer saga that could be over before it truly begins. In other news, Rangers' summer rebuild is showing no signs of slowing down. After making a major statement with the signing of Lawrence Shankland, it now appears the Ibrox club are on the verge of landing not one, but two more additions as Danny Roll's squad overhaul gathers serious momentum. Respected insider Alan Nixon, who was among the first journalists to break the news of Roll's arrival in Glasgow, has delivered an exciting update on Rangers' transfer plans. According to Nixon, the club are currently working to finalise a couple of deals, with Sunderland midfielder Dan Neil emerging as one of the leading candidates to become the next player through the door. That update will undoubtedly excite supporters who have been eager to see Andrew Kavanagh and the Rangers hierarchy build on the momentum created by the capture of Shankland. And if Nixon's latest information proves accurate, more good news could be just around the corner. Neil has long been admired by Rangers. The club pushed hard to sign the 24-year-old back in January, but he ultimately opted to join Ipswich Town on loan instead. Since then, the midfielder has enhanced his reputation further, playing a key role in Ipswich's promotion-winning campaign and making 17 appearances as Kieran McKenna's side secured a return to the Premier League. Now, with his contract expiring and a permanent move to Portman Road looking increasingly unlikely, Rangers appear ready to reignite their pursuit. Nixon claims Neil has a good chance of completing a move to Ibrox, suggesting negotiations could be reaching a decisive stage. But perhaps the most intriguing part of Nixon's update is the mention of a second deal nearing completion. No name has been revealed, leaving supporters guessing as to who the mystery signing could be. However, Nixon's comments about Rangers focusing heavily on the Scottish and domestic market provide a significant clue. Players such as Cammy Devlin and Elliot Watt have both been linked with moves to Glasgow in recent weeks. And those names perfectly fit the recruitment model Kavanagh has spoken about publicly. Rangers appear determined to add players who already understand the demands of British football, while also targeting individuals capable of making an immediate impact. With Lawrence Shankland already secured, Dan Neil seemingly closing in, and another potential arrival waiting in the wings, Rangers are beginning to build genuine momentum in the transfer market. The big question now is simple. Who is the mystery second signing, and how soon will Rangers make their next move? But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.